There are plenty of popular TF2 Huds. Some you might know from its sleek design, or you might know them because your favorite YouTuber uses it. All of this is usually due to it being promoted and presented on big popular sites like Huds.tf, Mastercoms, or Game Banana. But what if I told you there were HUDs that aren't shown anywhere on these sites? HUDs that aren't promoted or shown anywhere, where the only way to find it is through extreme digging on Google. Secret HUDs, if you will. Now I do want to clarify, when I'm talking about secret HUDs, I don't mean underrated HUDs that people haven't used, or private HUDs that aren't released publicly. I'm talking about HUDs that are public, but people just can't find it. With that out of the way, let's get started. Mickey HUD takes the style of the default HUD and changes it to something a lot more modern. This HUD looks good. What I like about this HUD is, well, everything. In-game. The health, the ammo, the match status? You made the match status actually look good? I also like the style it has when you want to queue for casual. I mean, come on! How sick does this look? Also, you might have noticed the background, but don't worry, the creator is well aware of that and added a customization where you can turn it off. But with all that cool stuff comes with consequence. Well, you see, Mickey HUD is extremely buggy. You know that cool casual thing I mentioned earlier? Well, there are times when it will bug out and stop you from clicking any of the buttons on the main menu, forcing you to restart your game to get it fixed. Also because this HUD is still in development. Even then, the HUD is still pretty good, and the bug I mentioned might just be a me issue, so yeah, give the HUD a try. Alt HUD is next. Now you may look at this HUD and think, this is just a normal and generic HUD. And you'd be right, but I don't think having a HUD be generic is a bad thing, as long as it's made well. And honestly, this HUD is pretty good. It doesn't try to be anything quirky or flashy, it's just a simple HUD for you to play with. And I think that's what the creator was going for, and I think it looks fine. I like that it keeps the default style of the normal TF2 HUD. So people that like the default style HUDs and centered HUDs can try it out. Even though it is generic, I think the HUD looks clean, and you should definitely give it a try. Some people might know about the existence of this HUD already, but it's not shown anywhere, so I'm putting it here anyway. Mist HUD is a spy main HUD, which makes sense since the creator of the HUD is a spy main. The HUD genuinely looks cool. It has design choices that make sense with the iron/metal style theme that it has going, like the kill feed, the match status, and the objective UI. I also like the health bar, even though it only works when you're below 100 HP. Yeah, that's it. My first issue with the HUD is that there isn't a create server button. I know you can make one by using console, but I don't really want to. My second issue is that the match status sometimes breaks, but that's kind of rare and also fixes itself, so it's kind of a minor nitpick. Something else I forgot to mention is that your casual party icon thing, whatever you want to call it, can sometimes overwrite with your contractor, but you can still click what's behind it, so again, another minor issue. And my last and big issue with this HUD is that it's just so hard to play with. Like, how can you tell when you're low on health and ammo, or when your whole team is dead? I'm always weirded out by the obscured HUD designs of spy mains. This HUD is just not for me, honestly. I just picked it because it looks cool. If you want to try it out, be my guest. Maybe the HUD is for you. Basic HUD is a mixture of elements from different HUDs. Those HUDs that I can find are Z's HUD, Hypnotize HUD, More HUD, and Weirdcore HUD. There are definitely more, but I don't really see them when I was using the HUD. I enjoyed this HUD quite a lot. I like the little sounds the HUD makes when you click on a button. I like that the HUD has plenty of customizations for health and ammo. And I also like how there's a boing and meow button on the main menu. Was this necessary? I mean, I'm not complaining. You know, at one point, I ended up using this HUD for like a month. That should tell you how much I liked it. But I do have 3 issues with the HUD. For one, the HUD doesn't have a create server button. I know you can just create a server by using the console, but I prefer doing it the way the game wanted me to. Hey guys, editing night here. So it turns out there was only one issue because the 2 other issues I had already been fixed in the customization, and I didn't know even though I've used this HUD for like over a month. Man, I'm so fucking smart. But even with these issues, I still enjoyed the HUD.
It's not enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached peak when it comes to HUD creation. Nothing will ever top it. Yes, I know, it's literally just more HUD edit, but it's so good though. I mean, look at this masterclass of a main menu. This makes the hardest of men get tears of sadness and makes the saddest of men get hard. Wait, what? Jokes aside, this HUD was so stupidly and creatively made that it's somehow good. I know it's a bit tame and generic for a cursed HUD, but like, the fact that it's actually usable is cursed itself. My issues with this HUD is, honestly, nothing. This HUD is too good! Damn it, Russ. First you create Thug HUD, and now this! You can't keep getting away with it! Anyway, that's all for this video. Sincere apologies for not uploading for a month. I was busy doing a lot of stuff to get into college, but hopefully now I'll continue uploading as usual, which is once or twice per week. But yeah, that's all for today. All downloads are in the description, and have a good night. Oh, and by the way, twitch.tv/Nico.